What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be going over the cons of my 2005 Honda CRV. In my last video, I went over my 10 favorite things about this car. If you did miss that video, check down in the description, I'll leave a link to it. But the first con for the 2005 Honda CRV is going to be oil consumption. On this car, there's roughly 8 to 10,000 miles between every service, being like rotate tires, oil change. They'll add different things in there, transmission fluid, air filters, depending on how many miles it is. But these engines seem to burn about a quart of oil every like 1,000 to 3,000 miles. I notice when it's cold outside, it tends to not burn as quick due to the oil being thicker. But if you do get one of these cars, I recommend keeping your eye on the dipstick every 1,000 to 3,000 miles. My next con would be its likeliness to rust. Now, if you don't live in the Rust Belt, any of these states, this doesn't really apply to you. But here in Indiana, all the salt on the roads cause a big amount of rust on really a lot of cars, but I know these get affected a little bit worse. Thankfully, I do have an underbody coating just to help prevent as much rust as possible. Another thing I've had a problem with in the past, but not recently on this car, is headlight bulbs. There are a couple different factors that could come into play here, but I kept having the problem of a headlight bulb just randomly going out. It could be, one, user error, me not putting the rubber seal back all the way, and moisture getting into the headlight, getting to the electrical components, and then burning out the headlight bulb. The second thing I can think of is maybe I just had a couple bad headlight bulbs from the manufacturer because I haven't had them since, but I've also changed them again. So maybe I just put the seal on better this time. Because I did have 3 different bulbs go out on different headlights, all within a couple months time frame. And it hasn't happened in a while, so hopefully everything's good. Coming up next is the manual valve adjustment. In this car, it has mechanical valves, which you have to measure and adjust the gap on. Most modern cars have hydraulic lifters, which use the engine oil to stay at 0 valve clearance. Thankfully, I had my brother-in-law that was able to help me through this and make it a lot easier of a process. All over the internet, there are a ton of different opinions on how often this should be done. Feel free to do your own research and pick whichever one you agree with most. If you do plan on doing this yourself, it is a bit of a job. You gotta take off valve covers and different hoses and things. And I do suggest you get this specialty tool and a set of like angled feeler gauges just to make the process more simple. My next 2 are just kind of part of owning an older vehicle. The first one being no TPMS sensors. In the door jamb, it recommends 29 PSI, which seems a little low to me, and I feel like the tires always look low even with the 29 PSI in it. I might go a little higher, 30 to like 33, but I don't think it'll make much difference. But since they always look low, it would just be more convenient to have a TPMS system that would be able to read all the tires at once rather than having to go to each one individually. And my last thing on the list that pretty much just comes with any old car is the plastic on the interior starting to break. Now this has been broken since I got the car. There's supposed to be a little pin in the left side of this to keep it on hinge instead of just swinging out how it does. The other broken piece is this glove box. These little stopper arms go in these little cutouts in the glove box to keep it from swinging all the way open. But as you can see, the plastic on them is broken, so nothing actually stops the glove box, it just fully swings open, spilling everything inside of it out onto the floor. But hey, if you need to change your cabin air filter, it's right there. That's been about it for this video, so if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video with a friend. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.